Hey, we're discussing the vault setups for the beginner white belt level or level 1 recreation. And we're going to begin over here. In this picture, we have skills where we teach the arm swing, running in place, the step hurdle punch, and basically you just want to find an area where you can spread the kids out. If you have 8 kids in a class, you want basically 2 rows of kids, uh, maybe 4 in the front line, 4 in the back, spread out arm's length apart so that you can teach them the skills that you want to teach. And here, this particular skill is an arm swing, so we just have them learn the skills in this format. That way they're all looking at the instructor, they're spaced evenly, maybe stagger their spacing so that the ones in the back row can see through and the ones in the front. If we have the option, we want to have little pieces of tape showing where the kids stand in 2 rows. Since the vaulting horse is set up in this level as a big porta pit with some springboards, we would probably make the 2 rows normally where the kids would stand to start their run in this direction. So right here is the same area as this, except the kids are just arm's length apart. And this is a lot more effective than trying to line kids up and teach them one at a time. Anytime you can have a class instructor teaching the whole class at one time situation, we want to do that. Same thing for teaching them to do the punches and such. Now here, where we're teaching them to jump off the springboard, we're going to pull the springboards away from the porta pit a couple feet, as you can see in the distance between the springboard and the porta pit, so that the kids can run or they come up and jump off the board and land right in front. Notice where I'm standing as an instructor. I'm up high where they can see me good, and I can teach pretty much most of the skill right there. I'm going to play this clip just to kind of see the flow of the class. So they stretch and then they return back in line. It's nice to have some tape along these lines so that they know where to stand. They just, when they return back in line, then the next group steps up, they take their turn, and then these kids automatically just move up. So that's good for stretch, jump, tuck, jump, straddle, jump, all the types of jumps. Now when we're ready to teach them to come onto the porta pit over here, we pull the springboards up closer to the porta pit or the big mat, and they can practice their squat-ons and straddle-ons and skills that we call mounting onto it. So they walk across and they jump off. Here's the next group coming on. These kids go around and back in line. Notice how many kids are moving and taking turns at one time. This is also a good format, always having 3 stations, trying to make them the same, and so that all the kids can be learning and moving. As a coach, you'd want to position yourself on the outside, either on this side, where I am now, or on the far side, so that you can help the outer stations. And then sometimes you'll want to rotate your kids to by groups to the next springboard so that they all get closer to the instructor. If I were to stand here and just help this line on the far side, then these kids wouldn't get as much attention. So that's why we want to rotate the kids. Lastly, the last station is jumping off the block. And this one, depending on how old the kids are, you can just have the kids stand up on the porta pit. Here I am as an instructor out in front. The first line will jump and land. We do a lot of different type of jumps off the block: stretch jump, tuck jump, straddle jump, pike jump, half turn, whatever. The next group steps up. This group goes back around. I have to teach them how to get on the porta pit without causing a problem or knocking other kids. Again, you probably will have some type of tape markings on top of the porta pit so the kids know where to be. Now, just to review what we've done, we space our kids out for learning how to run, how to punch. Then we pull the springboards back a couple feet so that they can punch the board and land and go back and turn around. Then we learn from the board onto the porta pit, same basic setup, except they're going onto the porta pit instead of on the springboards. And then lastly, learning how to jump off the porta pit and onto the mat. Basically, the overview in the first level is all of the little parts, learning how to do phase 1 up here, phase 2 on the board, phase 3 onto the porta pit, phase 4 jumping off, and it's broken into parts. In the next level, we'll begin to put some of these parts together.